So yeah, you can already see the title, and I wanted to do this kind of video on this channel for quite some time now, because basically I like Xbox and I thought this will be my main platform this generation, because they are doing quite a few cool things, especially with backwards compatibility, FPS boost, auto HDR, or even quick resume. Those are really cool features. And also I don't subscribe to the notion that Xbox has no games, because I think it has some great games. But there are quite a few reasons why I don't play on Xbox quite regularly now, and switch mainly to playing on PS5 or Switch or even Steam Deck. And the first reason, and the very nerdy reason, is that I like physical games. That I like to have, a box that I can touch and put on a shelf, and this is a part of gaming experience for me. And I know that some of you may not care about this stuff, and that's totally fine. I know that you want to just, boot the console, boot the game and play it, and that's okay. But for me, physical games and the way they are handled on the platform is something I really care about. And the way Xbox is handling physical games, or even things like offline play, is a really no-go for me. So basically, especially the games that support smart delivery, that have Xbox One version and Xbox Series X version, in most cases they have only Xbox One version on the disc, because there is only one disc. There is no separate disc for only Xbox One or only Series X. So that means if you want to play a game and you don't have the internet, you will only have Xbox One version on the disc. And yeah, suppose that will be fine in a situation that I just want to play a game and that's it, and basically I have no other option. But there is another problem with Xbox console. And that is that it requires internet activation. Yes, you can play it offline after you set it up, but if for some reason you will have to, restore the console to the factory defaults, or you buy a new console because the old broke down. If there is no servers, then you will not be able to activate it and set it up or play a game even. And yes, you can do this on PlayStation 5. You can create totally offline account and boot the console and install a game from a disc. And let me repeat, yes, I know this is a very nerdy reason, I know that people don't care about this, but I care. But the second reason I really don't play on Xbox regularly anymore is because I don't care about Game Pass. At first I really liked the service, and basically it allowed me to taste very different games from different genres and see what I like and test a game that I wouldn't normally buy. But after some time using this service and starting a dozen of different games and not finishing them, I have gone back to the way it was before. So basically I'm buying game and playing it, and this is how it was done in the past, and this is how I like it. But I totally understand why someone would like a service like Game Pass and play only games from Game Pass and basically not worry about buying games anymore. And I know that you can still buy games on Xbox and play it that way, but then we will come back to the first point, that I like buying physical games, and buying physical games on Xbox doesn't make any sense to me. And don't get me wrong, if the Gears of War 6 will come out, I will play it on Xbox day one. Or new Halo game, or some other stuff that Microsoft can come up with. But Xbox will not be my main platform anymore. But you may be asking yourself why you should care about what I think about this and what platform I have chosen, and I think that you shouldn't. Basically, I know that subscriptions may be the future and also cloud gaming, but for now I really like that PlayStation 5 gives me this old school experience. I know that I should keep with the times, and I know that the subscription model might be the future, and I know that Microsoft will really focus on Game Pass and nothing will change in the near future. But for now, if I can keep how the things were and how the model for buying games look like, then I will do it. So basically PlayStation 5 now allows me to keep being old school. And also I think Nintendo Switch is even more old school, and I also like buying physical games for Nintendo. So I guess this is sort of a rant about where things are going with video games, and especially with Microsoft and Xbox. But this is why competition is important in this industry, because you know, even if Xbox doesn't allow me to have the experience I want, there are platforms that can. So I am sticking with those platforms, but I am also interested about you, about how are you buying games, and did you embrace this whole, you know, Game Pass and subscription thing? Do you think this is the way to go? Would you be alright if this was the only way to play games from now on, so that you have to pay monthly subscription and you have no way of buying the game physical or even digitally, just, you know, to assign it to your account? Or maybe you are a nerd like me, that you want to have, you know, your disc, and you want to have your game on the disc and be able to play it even totally offline. So yeah, let me know in the comments, and see you next time.